Welcome back to the daily segment of Where's My Sock, where I take podcasts and audio terms and define them in plain English to help you along your podcast journey. Hello, my name is Mr. E. Today's term is planning seasons and breaks because consistency doesn't always mean every week, forever. So, what does seasons and breaks really mean in plain English? Planning seasons and breaks means organizing your podcast into intentional chunks of episodes, a season, with planned time off in between, like a break. Instead of an endless weekly treadmill, you decide things like how many episodes are in a season, what the season is focused on, when the season ends, when you pause, and when to return. So, why do people even have a word for this? Well, because just posting can quietly turn into stress. Seasons and breaks gives your podcast structure that's easier to manage. That helps you plan recording, editing, and publishing in a way that fits real life, especially when you're balancing work, family, other things in life. Like I always say, life be life. So seasons and breaks can help out when life be life sometimes. It also helps the listeners too, because when you say the season's about this, people know what you're getting into. And then when you say, well, we'll be back on this date, that break doesn't feel like the show is disappearing. Something you'll probably start to notice when you first start planning this way is that your show has two different needs at once. You need enough time to make episodes without rushing, and you want a schedule that listeners can understand. Planning seasons solves that by letting you batch work. You can record ahead, set a clear season length, and build in the rest time without making every week feel like an emergency. And breaks don't have to be silent. Some shows have a short "we're on break" update, a rerun or a trailer they might do, or even plugging in other podcasts while they have resting time, until they get to the next season, just to keep the feed from feeling abandoned. However your break looks, or if you decide to take one, that's just what that can end up looking like. Wrapping things up, just remember, planning seasons and breaks is choosing a realistic episode run and a planned pause so your podcast can stay consistent over time without feeling endless. If you only remember one thing, remember this: a planned break is a part of the plan, not a failure of the plan. Next time, we'll tackle outsourcing and team building, because at a certain point, sustainability can mean sharing the workload instead of carrying every task alone. Thank you for listening, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the show. That way, you don't miss out on any of this information, so you can be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today.